Hi guys. I was putting some thought into my next memoir video and over the years. I'm trying to keep the years aligned with certain things that have happened to me. I can't do it. So I guess I'm gonna have to make memoirs based on events that happened to me and just share them with you guys as I think of them. So I'm gonna start off this segment by saying, yeah, somebody farted. Welcome to Dave's After Hours. As you can see, I'm wearing a cloth on my head. I'm not wearing any shirt, and I'm only wearing my wrist brace and my elbow pad. That's it. Not wearing anything else because I'm gonna tell stories and tell jokes and try to make people laugh. So here we go. I want you to know that I don't rehearse a sketch and repeat it over and over and over again. I'm not that kind of comedian. It'll help to know that I've actually done 3 shows, live shows. I did a grand opening for a hotel when I used to live out in Alberta. I did the first night of a vacation of mine down in Mexico. And then about a year after that, I did one on a cruise line for my wife's birthday. And then I got invited to tell jokes from a manager of a comedy club who just happened to hear me telling people funny stories and stuff like that. So you're gonna hear my brain's gonna wander, and I'm gonna keep doing this stuff. I'm not gonna base it on years because it's impossible. I can't think of those things anymore. I hit my head again. If you take a close-up of my forehead, there's another mark over top of it. That's because I hit my head on my kitchen table. And yeah, just randomly. So yeah, I'm in rough shape, but I'm gonna try my best to keep this as interesting as possible. Like I said, there's gonna be stories involved. There's gonna be things that I've heard in movies and whatever, and based in real life, people doing stupid things, and I'm just gonna base it on what I know. So here we go. When I said somebody farted, have you ever laughed so hard you farted by accident? Or it gets even better. Did you know that diarrhea is hereditary? For those of you who didn't know that, it runs in your genes. It runs in everybody's genes. We all have it. Just so you know. I'm just trying to avoid thinking of some of the stuff I've heard lately in sports. I've decided that anybody who makes more than $100 million in their lifetime, whether they be an athlete or a star or whatever, it's come to a conclusion in my brain somehow that they're trying to buy their own country. So I'm not the only one with head injuries. Let's just put it at that. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna wander around. I'll tell you guys some stupid stuff. But like I heard a comedian live one time, and he's a Canadian from Windsor. And if you don't think I'm funny, you should check him out. He owns the comedy club, and I've seen him live, and he is the funniest man I have ever heard. He comes with sound effects and everything. His name is Leo Dufour, and I'm not sure what's going on there. It's been a long time since I mentioned his name, but I'm gonna try and keep this interesting. What else can I tell ya? Let's see. This video is being brought to you by Band-Aid brand from Johnson & Johnson. and I'm gonna smoke my vape while I think. So I'm drinking it with orange pop and my new lighter, which I don't need anymore because I don't buy cigarettes anymore. So that was a waste of $2. And the building I live in, it should not be called Northwood. It should be called the Nut House. This place is a gong show, and I gotta take a vacation soon, or I'm just gonna do something really stupid and end up in jail. So I came up with the conclusion that I'm gonna do something in my life that I've never done before, and that's take a train all the way across Canada. So because I live in Ontario, I'm going to fly to Vancouver and take the train from Vancouver to Halifax. I'm going to spend Christmas with my family. I'm going to come back to Toronto, and I'm going to be at Union Station, and I'll be able to go home and have had a great time away from my building. I'm taking a therapy break before my head explodes. And yeah, see what else is going on. I have a next door neighbor here who doesn't like me, so I do things intentionally to piss him off. I save all my gas just for him, and I fart right next beside the wall. And then I tell him how much I'm enjoying it. Because fart jokes never get old. They never do. They're a great conversation starter if you haven't said anything. Imagine being in an elevator on the 30th floor and doing that. That happened to me. I was responsible, but nope. I was in a very, very far end unit, the farthest unit away from the elevators. And I farted in front of the door. And that fart followed me all the way down the hall, all the way down the next hall, and into the elevator. When we were on the 30th floor, it picked up 6 more people between the 30th floor and the 18th floor before it went express. And when we got to the 20th floor, somebody in the elevator was just like, holy shit, somebody farted in here. And I did it. It was still following us down to the lobby. I swear people were gagging by the time we hit ground floor. And that is no comparison to what I smelled the other day when a skunk sprayed one of my neighbor's dogs, and all that stuff didn't hit me, but that carried through the air for about 4 or 5 hours. I couldn't think, I couldn't breathe. My brain was melting on skunk fart. Imagine that. Imagine having that for a wife. Imagine having, no, I'm not kidding. Because when I was little, I was taught by my mother that women don't fart. No, they fluff. Men fart. And the difference is women can't help it with whatever gives them gas. Men turn it into a contest and try to kill everyone, including each other. I have not succeeded, but I've come close. All you have to do is mix beer, onions, peanut butter, pickles, and well, I don't know, chilies, something. You'll start farting flames. That'll bring new meaning to the word diarrhea. Holy, you're gonna need a new paid job. I'm only thinking of this stuff because I'm feeding the skunks right now. I had 4 of them, now I'm down to 2, and one of them left, but I can still see them, and the other one is leaving. I gave them too much food. I do it every night. Every day I feed the birds and the squirrels. I love animals. and they're the only thing that keeps me sane in this building. Like, because I have a bird feeder like 15 feet away that I fill every day, and I get everything, and it has lowered my blood pressure. So I'm trying to get rid of a lot of the drama in my head. What's going on in this building is a complete gong show. Who the hell needs soap operas on TV? Who the hell needs it? We all have our own stories. Life is a story. I just happen to pick the interesting ones that I'm telling, because some of these stupid things have happened to me. So, I have to keep an eye on the clock, because these videos, I can't go past 14 minutes or else I need to identify myself, and I don't want to keep doing that over and over again. So I'm going to end off here, actually, and I'm going to follow it up right away. I'm going to just turn that video off and just start talking again, and I'm just going to upload everything I think of tonight all in one shot, and I'm just going to call it whatever. So this one's going to be not any part of my memoirs. This is just the start of me trying to tell funny stories and elaborate on stupid things, and I'm just going to keep doing that until I have memoirs to tell. And yeah, you won't be getting the years accurate from the ones past the ones I've already said. So yeah, to all those people that are trying to buy their own country, right, you can all kiss my ass. You're just a normal person like all of us. We are all equal in God's eyes. And on that note, I will start another one. You folks have fun. Good night.